In this video, I'm going to walk through manual capture. So we're going to purchase a product on the website, and then we're going to manually capture that payment by first authorizing it and then capturing it. And I'm going to demonstrate how we can edit the actual capture amount. So we have our database set up. We have our payment acquirer set up for authorize.net. We're in test mode right now. We set up our API login, our transaction key, our signature, and we generated a client key. Under configurations, we have capture amount manually. And now we have a product that we're going to sell on our website, which is going to be product 1. And I'm going to switch over to another screen. I'm going to purchase this product. We're going to, let's add one extra quantity, so we'll purchase 2 of them. We'll proceed to checkout, add in your information, type in your credit card number. This is some test information here, and we're going to proceed with paying for our items. So now jumping back to our admin view, we're going to go into our sales. We're going to see our most recent sale. You'll see a payment smart button. This smart button was added, so using Studio, we added a smart button by clicking the dot, and we can say payments. We can have a icon, and we will put the related field, which is going to be payment transaction, which we already did here, so I won't make it again. We can edit this one if we wanted to. So now we have a smart button that relates to all of the payments for this particular sales order. Now, in order to edit this payment, by default, this is usually locked down, but we can come into here and we can go to Studio. We can go to our amount. And these are fields that I use for testing purposes, so we can ignore them. The actual amount and original amount, we'll just make those invisible. The only field that's relevant is this amount. And by default, it's usually, we're not allowed to edit it, and we cannot change it to change from read only because it's a base field. But what you can do is a little workaround. If you click the read only conditional and we set the ID equal to 1, then we'll be able to edit it unless the ID is equal to 1, which it won't be. So now what we can do is come into here, change the actual amount that we're trying to charge the customer. And keep in mind that you can only do less than the original approved amount. So if we approve $23, we're lessening the value to $20. And now back in our sales order, that's not it. We can capture the transaction. And again, it depends on where you're actually going to capture the transaction. Maybe you do it at the invoice level. So if we create the invoice, we can also capture the transaction there. And then we won't need a smart button because the smart button will be here by default. So we can confirm this invoice and now capture the payment. And now we're capturing the payment for $20. So let's just say maybe for this invoice, we wanted to remove the taxes. So we can actually reset this to draft before we confirm it, remove the taxes, and now the total is 20. We can confirm, and that matches our payment. It doesn't have to match, but just for the sake of making this more realistic, now we're going to charge the customer $20 on their credit card instead of the original 23. So now we captured that payment. As you can see here, the transaction reference 20 has been confirmed authorized.net. And if we go to our authorized.net test account, we can see that we just hit this for $20. And you can see it was a manual entry, $20. And for today's date, for sales order number 20.